Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a full face of trying new makeup. A lot of stuff here to go through. We're going to start off with the eyes, and I initially wasn't going to get this palette, and then I just kept seeing looks with it, and the color story just really spoke to me for spring. So I ended up getting the Natasha Denona pastel palette during the sale. It is beautiful. I've already worn it a couple times, and I was going to try and recreate a look similar to what I posted on Instagram, and a bunch of you really wanted to see that. All the shades I was using for that were just part of my collection that are discontinued, but I figure I can create a similar look using this beautiful palette. I started filming this the other day, and I tried using a new shade in Brow Blade. It looked green to me, and it wouldn't apply properly to my skin because I also use the Anastasia Brow Freeze on my eyebrows. Tried the pen without the brow freeze too, and it's something about that color, or it was just old. Honestly, that wouldn't work for me. I'm starting over again, just regular brow color. But let me know if you see the green in those brows. I'll try and insert a clip from the video I tried to film previous. We are back at it again today. I'm going to start with a Rephr 01 brush in the shade Airy, which is that beautiful blue. And I'm going to be putting that in my crease. For pastel colors, this palette actually has a surprising amount of pigment. I absolutely love the midi size palettes from Natasha Denona. I think they're a good price point for what you get. Tons of beautiful shades in this one. And this is different from anything I have, so it warranted the purchase. I ended up getting it at the end of the Sephora sale. Pressing and lightly blending the color just to build it up. Then I'll go back in and blend out the edges, but just want to get the depth there. Just going to take a little bit of the color Brisk and blend out the edges. Then taking the shade Bubble, I'm just going to deepen up the outer corner. Then I want to make the center half cut crease kind of pop, so that's why I'm going to be using a white base. I use this all over my lid mixed in with my concealer to start off. Just when I use colors, I tend to like to use white so that they pop a little bit more. Once that's down, I'm going to take the shade Dainty on a finger and just lightly apply that over and have pink look on the inner corner, which I think is really pretty. Pink and blue. It's gonna be hard with these nails. Then once that's down, just gonna blend them together and then put a little bit more pink going over. It's just a lot easier to work with than I thought it was gonna be. Going back in with the Airy shade, I just wanna deepen up the crease a little bit more. It's definitely lighter than what I used in that one look. Really happy I got this palette. The shadows are easy to work with. Same sort of quality I would expect, and these are just really good pastel shades. They just show up nicely, easy to blend, everything you could want for a pastel palette. Highly, highly recommend. Then Benefit released some new They're Real Extreme Precision liners, and they have a black version and a brown version. I've already been using the brown. You guys know how much I love a good brown liner. So I'm going to use the black today. Nothing like a fresh eyeliner. Super pigmented. This is supposed to be waterproof as well. That's the quickest I've done liner in a long time. I don't have any new mascara to test out, but I do have lashes. And I didn't even know I had these. I wanted to buy these for another video that I was thinking about doing, but these are from Kiss. They're the Naked Drama collection in the style Ruffle. Makeup by Cheryl used these on Kim Kardashian. I'll also have a picture there. And they look stunning on her. They're super long though, so they're probably gonna be a little bit intense for me, but I wanted to test them out for this video to see how they look like on my eyes. I'm just going to pop on some mascara, come back, put those lashes on, and we'll move on to the rest of the face. Those are the lashes on, and they look pretty intense on my eyes. They are pretty big from what I typically wear. I have smaller eyes. Kim Kardashian has big eyes. They look way different on her. It's always cool to see kind of how different lashes look on different people. These are definitely super, super big for my eyes. They are really pretty, and I love how the band is super thin. That's what I love about some of these styles of the Kiss lashes. They don't have that thick band that you can see. It's really easy to blend these bands into your lashes. You could wear them without eyeliner too. That's how thin the band is. Bobbi Brown sent over a couple products for me, and I love the Vitamin Enriched Face Base. You can use this as a primer too. I will be using another one as well. I've never tried their eye base, and I was actually going to pick this up during the sale, and then they reached out, wanted to send this over, and I'm so happy to have this. So I really want to test this out. Figure I'm gonna love this eye base because I love the face base. Then I'm just going to use a tiny amount of this product. I do have some other face products I wanted to use, so just enough to lightly moisturize my skin. It is very thick. If you've not tried this before, they do have a mini which I've bought before. Still a decent size. Then during the Sephora sale, I also picked up this sunscreen as well. It's from Glow Recipe. It's their Watermelon Glow Sunscreen with SPF of 50. I'm testing this out to see if this breaks me out. Hopefully it doesn't. That's an issue I have often with sunscreen, is if they break me out. I believe this has niacinamide in it, so it's good for hydration. There's no white cast either, which is perfect. Definitely gives a glow to the skin. It kind of reminds me of their dewdrops, but just a sunscreen. You can feel though that it's thicker just because it's a sunscreen, but this isn't a thick sunscreen by any means. Definitely on the thinner side for a sunscreen, which will be perfect for underneath makeup. And then I have this new foundation primer to test out. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer Dewy Foundation Grip. So I figure this will pair nicely with my matte foundation I'm using. This is clear. First time using this, I didn't know what to expect. Oh yeah, it's definitely a gripping primer. You can kind of hear and see my fingers on my skin. It's getting tacky as you put it on. Foundation is gonna stick to this for sure. We are prepped and ready to go. My face has a ton of layers on, but it's feeling really nice. Perfect kind of base for the next product that I'm gonna share with you. I ended up buying this during the sale too because I forgot how much I love this. It is the Hourglass Stick Foundation. I use the shade Warm Beige. We have a brand new one here. You'll see my old one and it empties. This gives a ton of coverage. It's probably gonna be a little bit deep for me with just my skin right now, but we'll make it work. For concealer, I'm using the KVD concealer. I have the shade Medium 126. It's a really good concealer for full glam days. You can use it for everyday concealer. You can definitely sheer it out, but it does give a good amount of coverage if you're looking for coverage. Then for powder, I'm going to be setting my under eyes with my Dior, which you guys know I love, and then I end up buying the Turn Up the Base powder, which I've heard a lot of great things about. Notice that this is kaolin in it, which sometimes I react to. Lately, I haven't been having reactions, so I've been okay with wearing lashes. This powder I have tried haven't reacted, so I'm hoping it stays that way, and it was just like a weird, random, overreactive time for me. But the thing that I'm even more excited about is I kept seeing these triangular shaped puffs. They look like this. I think I got a pack of 14, but you get white and black. I got these on Amazon, and they're like the Beauty Blender Pocket Puff, which you guys know I love. Definitely feel cheaper than that, but I mean, you get so many in a pack. If one of these bands rips, no big deal. I figured since I use the Beauty Blender Pocket Puff every single time I powder my face, that this would be something great to have. I don't have to reuse my puff and wash it all the time, so I will be reusing these and let you guys know. I haven't washed them yet, so I don't know how they hold up, but super affordable. I will link them below for you guys so you can check them out. Test them along with me if you want, but if they work out, I was thinking of doing a new Amazon favorites video because these are very promising. So just setting the under eye with the Dior. And I love the shape of these puffs because you can really get the powder pressed and under the eye area because it has that pointy tip. You can get it along the side of your nose and the perfect kind of shape there. It's awesome. So yeah, I've been liking these on the daily, but as I said, I haven't washed them yet. The fibers are a little bit thinner, but very similar. If you only use the one side of the Beauty Blender Pocket Puff, I really don't see a big difference besides the quality. I'm sure these will last fine. I mean, it's still giving me that flawless finish. So if you're a fan or if you've wanted to buy the Beauty Blender one, Amazon. I'm going to use the black one with the one size powder. Got the shade Medium Golden, which hopefully will lighten me ever so slightly because this foundation is my summer shade. A lot of coverage. And it's pretty much the same color as this foundation shade. But yeah, definitely flawless skin with this. I thought that stick was full coverage, but wow, this powder is packing on even more coverage. Just going to have to mix a little bit with my under eye. She's looking really bright. Goodbye pores. I don't think I've honestly ever used a pressed powder with this much coverage. This is the most coverage. Next to that Makeup Forever, like this definitely has more, but that was the most that I've personally used. But it has that smoothing quality if you like that, plus like a ton of coverage. Wow. Also got the one size bronzer and contour situation. I'm still waiting on the blush. The blushes took forever to get in stock on Sephora Canada, so I have one of those shades coming, which will be in my next Trying New Makeup, but I got the shade medium in the bronzer contour. And this is pigmented. You have to be so careful with this. So I'm just dipping into the warm shade. They do have warm, neutral, and cool in the palette, which is really nice for mixing or for just adapting to your undertone. But it goes on strong. So just a light hand. I'm honestly glad that I played around with this prior to filming with this, because honestly, I would have had issue with the pigmentation because I wasn't aware of how pigmented this is. This is perfect for eyeshadow too, just the level of pigmentation. Like, it's just crazy how deep you can get really quickly. So be sure to get your right shade. I wouldn't go any darker because it would be hard to work with if you don't get your perfect shade. So I'm going to go ahead and mix these two for my contour. Again, this goes pretty harsh, pretty fast. For contour, I like it more so for the bronzing aspect. Contour, I don't want it to be too harsh. And then for blush, I went back and got another shade of the Sephora blushes, and I want to get 3 more colors because these are so good. So this is the shade Love Child. It's this beautiful peachy coral kind of color. I'm going to apply it on the cheeks. I thought this color would look really good with the blue eyes. Going to quickly finish off the under eye by using the shade Airy on the lower lash line, a little bit of mascara, and then the shade Illusion just to brighten up the inner corner. I'm loving how the eyes are looking with the lash line finished off and that brighter inner corner. Now I have a lip combo that I want to share with you guys. I did pick up one of the Refi lip liners and I got the shade Fawn. So these are really different because you have your lip pencil on one end, and then you have this kind of sealant type of product on the other end, which makes the lip liner last a long time. It does work if that's what you're doing. I find it hard to blend the lip line into a lip color if I'm putting that on though, so I'm not going to use that today. I'm just going to show you the lip color. If you were just going to do that in a gloss like they have in a kit, totally works, but it does leave a kind of film on the lips if you're applying any sort of lipstick formula, like a thinner type of matte formula. I do find it kind of affects it. You might have to just let it sit a little bit longer than I have. I love this color. I picked up a new liquid lip color from Kylie Cosmetics. I wanted the shade Forever, and then Shoppers restocked it, so I picked it up in the kit, and this is the shade Bear. So pretty. You guys will see it's exactly what I want in a lip color. I thought it would be perfect with the blue. And I tried Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipsticks a long time ago, and this formula is definitely better than what I remember. I know she changed her formula. She changed it a couple times at this point. Now they are vegan. I thought these two colors just paired perfectly together. So that is the lip. Then for highlight, I was going to skip. I had this set aside, but with the blue eyes, the blush shade would just be a little bit much for me right now, but it is the collaboration between Alana Davison and Nude Sticks. So we have Picante, which is what she created. We also have Bondi Bay and Bubbly BB in here, which I wanted to try that highlight shade on the cheeks just to test it out. I've used nude stick blushes in the past and really like the formula. Bondi Bay would have been a little bit light for bronzer today, else I would have used that under. So this is the color of the highlight in that kit, and I thought it would be really nice for this look. So I'm gonna try and apply it over top. Really pretty color. I'll definitely use the whole kit again, just with more minimal eye look, I feel. I did a heavy swatch of that Nude Sticks color on my hand. Gorgeous, gorgeous shade, and just a light bit on my face. We're going to seal this all in, and I'm trying this again. Last time the spray on this was a little bit weird, But I wanted to test it out again because it gave a really pretty glow to the skin, and I think that will finish this off nicely. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter with the vitamin C. Oh, and it shot my eye. It smells really good. Speaking of smells, with drops on my face. Why did I give it a second chance? Send help. I'm going to jump off camera. I'm going to finish off with the scent of the day. Haven't done that in a while, and I have a new fragrance to share with you guys, so I will be right back. Here is the completed look. Tried to recreate the one that I had on Instagram, and I have this headband that I got on Amazon as well. I'll link it down below. It reminds me of my childhood. Did you ever have headbands like this? I know they're coming back, but I had these when I was a kid. I can't even remember how old I was. If you're that old too, high five. For fragrance of the day, I picked this up from Faux. I have their Missing Person one, and then this is their latest one. It's Not Your Baby. Check out the notes on this, and you guys will know why I picked this up. I'm gonna put it on the screen for you. And if you know my love for Jo Malone Mimosa and Cardamom, you can see why I love this scent and had to get it. These scents are very, very similar. This has an extra element to it compared to Mimosa and Cardamom, just a little bit added if you've ever smelt the Jo Malone one. But if you like that one, you're gonna love this one as well because they smell so very close. Sister fragrances, honestly. And the Faux fragrances are a little bit more affordable than Jo Malone. So if you've ever wanted to pick that up, get the Not Your Baby from Faux. Incredible. And now for all the products we used in this video. No particular order, just gonna reach and grab. I have my lip combo here. Highly recommend both of these. Love the Refi lip pencil for the amount of product you get though. It is a little bit pricey, I think because of the additional sealant, which I do see a use for. It does work. It definitely does keep that lip liner in place. Will I use it often? Probably not. I would just much prefer a lip pencil, but the color, the formula is great, and it has that unique aspect to it, which I think is worth checking out if that's something that interests you. Then the Kylie liquid lipstick in Bare. I've been wearing this for quite some time now, and this is the first time I used it in a video. I think I've tagged it a few times on Instagram though, if you're wondering about this pink nude lip. It is Kylie Cosmetics Bare. Love the formula. The Bobbi Brown eye base. So far my under eyes are looking really good, nice and hydrated, and I will definitely continue to use that. These lashes in Ruffle from Kiss, pretty intense for me, just compared to what I've been using. I actually had to cut off 3 sections, which is quite a bit of lash because they are so big compared to my eye, but I'm loving them. I don't even feel them on my eyes considering how big they are, just because they're so lightweight, and they have basically a clear band. You can't even see it. Honestly, you just see the segments of lashes and it's easy to remove them. The Glow Recipe sunscreen, I need to test this out a little bit more. Make sure this doesn't break me out because it's pretty much 50-50 with sunscreens, probably more honestly, for breaking me out, but my skin hasn't been as reactive lately, so it might not do that, but consistency is great, and I love that it doesn't give you that white cast to it, so that's a plus. The Natasha Denona Pastel Palette, I am so happy I picked this up. Really easy to work with. All the colors blended seamlessly together, and I wore this on Easter as well, like the perfect Easter palette too. It's just so pretty, and I'm happy that I picked it up. Definitely worth the buy. The new They're Real Extreme Precision liners definitely have good precision with them, control. They're super pigmented, easy to work with, not much more you could want. They're waterproof. I love pen liner. It's my preferred way to apply liner. These are great. Love both shades. I use probably the brown more though, just because that's what I like, but I'm using the black today and it's still super black, really pigmented. Then I have the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer. I didn't notice too much of the dewy aspect just because the foundation I'm wearing is quite thick and heavy, and this does have that grip to it. So we're gonna see how long this foundation lasts on my skin today. I'll update you if I've noticed it wears longer than normal. Couple one size products here, both I love. Again, we'll see if this breaks me out, but so far, most high coverage pressed powder that I've personally ever used. Really, really great coverage. I kind of want to buy this in a lighter shade for underneath my eyes to just give that super flawless effect to the skin. And then I also have the one size contour and bronze palette in the shade medium. I love this, honestly. It is quite pigmented, but if you know that going in, you can use a light hand. It blends out seamlessly for me, and I love the colors for eyeshadow as well. So you know how I like a versatile product? This is one of those. The KVD concealer I've been really enjoying. I mentioned it in a previous video, but I don't know if I've tried this in a Trying New Makeup yet. But it works for those thicker, more full coverage foundations, even for a thinner foundation if you just need the coverage. It works for that. Very versatile concealer as well, and one that I reach for often, but mostly for these full coverage looks. The Sephora blush in Love Child. I mentioned another blush in a previous video, but I love these. I honestly want all the colors. They are so pretty, good pigmentation to them, and just really easy to work with. Good price point, honestly. Like, I would buy them full price, even though I got them 30% off at the time. I want to get the shades when they come back in stock in full price. I will definitely pay for that. The Nude Sticks and Alana Davison collaboration, I will definitely be using again, just because I wasn't able to use her shade she developed with Nude Sticks. But I love the size of these, the convenience. It will be even better for the contour, honestly. It will be perfect. And I love the color of highlight. It's just my perfect kind of tone, like champagne, but not too light. Really, really beautiful tone. So I can't wait to use the blush, which I will definitely do in another Trying New Makeup. I still hate this Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. It shot me in the face. The formula I do like, so I'm just gonna have to wait till I'm done another spray and empty it into there, because it's nothing wrong with the formula and I love the kind of glow it gives the skin. But my nozzle is just so messed up on this. Like, what is going on? And then lastly, these puffs from Amazon. Go out and get them. Between $11 and $14, I can recall that I paid for these, and I got a pack of 14. So really incredible price point, perfect shape for underneath the eyes. If you set your face or if you press in any powder, use these daily like me, get the Amazon ones. It'll save you some money, plus you don't have to wash them all the time because you have some extras on hand. Can't get any better than that, but that is everything for this Trying New Makeup. I'm so happy to have been able to film today, because I tried to film the other day. I couldn't because of my back. But I'm back here today feeling great, and I hope you guys enjoyed the look. I tried to recreate it the best of my ability with something more current that wasn't discontinued, and I think it turned out really great. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you have not subscribed already, I would love for you to join the family here by hitting the red subscribe button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next one.